Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My at hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and thank you so much for joining me on my own new channel here at VickiDillard.tv. You can also access me directly at Vicki Dillard TV on YouTube. Beloved, so many people are still looking for me after I've helped to build over the years so many other large networks, but I've started my own weekly channel here, family. And of course, I used to go live daily when nobody else was hardly doing that, but I have to watch out for my health now. So I'm doing so many other projects as well as taking care of myself. But you can be sure I'm going to give you weekly commentary here at VickiDillard.tv. We've helped to set the precedent for topics and different vantage points that we've had, unlike any other. The power of the Vicki Show is not just my numbers here on YouTube. I teach you that I'm not no YouTuber, baby. Talk black to me. YouTube is only one of several platforms that we use to reach you. But I say that because our message is divinely orchestrated. It's divinely sanctioned. So the reason why, beloved, we are forced to be reckoned with powerful mainstream media outlets, networks, and entities is because it's who Vicki Dillard is influencing, and that is you. Somebody black talk black to me, and don't you ever forget it. By the way, you can follow me on my main channel, which is my new yummy website at VickiPlanet.com. Be sure to get on our email list there. You can also follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki, Instagram at Vicki X Dillard, Facebook Vicki Dillard, and of course here on YouTube. And I'm on TikTok now at I am Vicki Dillard. And again, you spell my name Vicki. There are no K's. There are no double K's in my name. There are no Y's in my name. There are no E's in my name. My name is not short for Victoria. My mama said I didn't look like a Victoria. My name is Vicki, Vicki. Thank you so much, SM, for your super chat. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Assalamu alaikum, Vicki, sending everyone greetings from New Orleans. Hey, New Orleans, we pray you're well. By the way, family, our thoughts and prayers go out to Mississippi. I, on Twitter, have reposted some information about how you can get involved with the Mississippi situation. I've sent an email to the organization about sending a donation on my behalf as well in my company. So make sure that you get involved in that, family. So just check my Twitter timeline at Dillard Vicki. That's Dillard Vicki, Vicki. Thank you so much for tuning in, family. As you all can see, every time I go live, for some reason, YouTube does not send out our notifications. And of course, if the average person doesn't know the time I'm going live, they are not made aware that I'm here unless they're actively looking for me. And of course, we have thousands of subscribers on my new channel here, which I'm so excited about, but they may not know. So I want you to be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and share this broadcast, because, dear family, that makes it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. So on the count of 3, would you please hit that thumbs up button and share. You can copy and paste our broadcast as well. And put it on your other social media platforms. It is very important, family, that you share. If you believe in the Vicki Show, I appreciate all of my true supporters, who I call Vicki Nation, for supporting and sharing my content. There are many people that ignore us, that disrespect us, and those are not my people. Those are not a part of Vicki, the Vicki tribe. I'm not for everybody. Somebody black talk black to me, but I am here for you, and for those that ride and rock with me, that understand my value and my influence and my impact. I want you to be the ones responsible for sharing this broadcast and sharing my information out to the world. Thank you so very much. I am still on African Diaspora News Channel, where I'm providing content. The network there puts my content up at different times, so I don't know exactly when they put it up, but just be sure to subscribe, because they still have other yummy commentators there as well. But you can also be on the lookout for my content there too, at African Diaspora News Channel here on YouTube. They have other platforms as well. Thank you so very much. Enough of these announcements. Let me get to where I'm going real quick, family. Thumbs up, share on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share. Now, family, let me tell you something. We can appreciate Tyler Perry building, a studio, a television studio, movie studio. We can appreciate him being a Black man and working to have a Black empire. Somebody talk Black to me. But when you grow in power, you've got to understand that with your power comes a certain type of influence. Yes? You have the ability to persuade or to lead or mislead the masses. I did a show sometime back, and a newspaper attacked me because I did a show on Tyler Perry, and I played the audio clip of him being on Gayle King's that morning show. And he, out of his own mouth, Tyler Perry, said that he hadn't taken the shot at the time it first came out. And the reason he was even considering doing it was because it was the medical industry. It was a hospital that directly contacted him. Think about that. Here is somebody that presumably has access to the best and the highest quality medical insurance, medical attention, medical therapies, and so forth in the world. And even he did not initially take the shot. But because he was coaxed by the medical industry, by an entire hospital, that's what caused him to do it. And after that, a newspaper attacked me for me giving you accurate information. You all know I don't even use that word here. I never even got into the details of the stuff that some were alleging that were in the shots. I didn't get into a lot of what many in Black society believe is the true agenda behind a lot of this stuff. I had those types of conversations with my brother Rizza offline. Did I not? In my 911 pandemic webinars. I didn't even bring that on the main platforms because of the extraordinary censorship. By the way, family, I got another one coming up, another 911 pandemic webinar, offline pandemic, underground webinar 3. And this time I'm bringing the doctor that made Roland Martin stutter. This doctor who does traditional medicine. He was explaining why he didn't even take the shot, but he's a professional with 6 degrees. He is a virologist. So viruses is his expertise. He's not a plastic surgeon. Where's my gavel? He's not a dentist around this piece talking about viruses and stuff. He's a virologist with 6 degrees. And not only that, he's a trauma surgeon. He's going to be with me this Sunday. It is very inexpensive. It's one of the least expensive webinars I've ever done. We're making it available so that the masses can attend. I'm doing this on my own. So family, I want you all, I just had an interruption here. That was weird. I hope you all can still see me. My screen completely blacked out. Can everybody see me? I'm doing another one this week at VickiPlanet.com this Sunday. Very affordable. Get your seat today at VickiPlanet.com. Go to my store at VickiPlanet.com so that you can register. Family, I'm your sister that gives you a metaphysical and a physical interpretation of what's happening in these United States of America and around the world. The reason I give you more than just a natural information, just talking politics, everything you see came from everything you can't see. That means that if we as a people are only talking to you about just earthbound things, you are set up for the slaughter and you will ultimately lose this war against white supremacy. Because, repeat after me, we are more than what meets the eye. That's what sets your sister apart. I give you inspiration and information from a high realm, a spiritual realm, and I give you practical, natural information. Our spiritual advantage, our spiritual insight, our spiritual powers is what gives our natural powers momentum. For you to write off spirituality as just some woo-woo silly stuff shows your level of ignorance and your inability to know how to work that power and to integrate it into earth. Black folks have never been one-dimensional. I'm not blowing off our earth experience silly. I'm saying that we need to amplify and make it more potent. We're more than what meets the eye, and no intelligent Black man or woman will tell you otherwise. Go to VickiPlanet.com, get your seat today for this Sunday. Let me get back to this topic. Look at this headline. Look at this headline. Let me see this. I gotta clean. Every time I clean this top off, I hate when I do it with tissue because it puts those little dust things on it. Let me see if I can wipe off some of this. Thumbs up, family, while I get this headline ready for you. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Y'all see this headline? Shout out to our moderators in the digital building. They're highlighted in blue. Family, our moderators are so beautiful. They give us of their time and attention to help support the Vicki Show, and I thank them so much. They're going to be putting important information in the chat, so be sure to take notice of that. Y'all see this? Look at Tyler Perry's funny-looking self. Now, let me show you something first. When you Google Tyler Perry won't teach his son about race, I want you to look at all of the white publications that's discussing this. Now, he said this a couple of days ago. That's when it came out, but I'm going to read to you something that he said. First one now shows New York Post, TMZ, Scoop, Medium, of course, that's maybe a different one there, but Yahoo News, another Yahoo News, independent.co.uk, on and on and on. You will see NPR, others, that went to a different one right there. You will see that the top few are white media entities that covered this story. Let me tell you right now, because I'm going to be strong, but I won't be long. Let me tell you right now, the fact that it is mostly main white media publications, digital publications and otherwise, that's covering this story, it's exactly why Tyler Perry, in my estimation, is a very dangerous, dewy male. The fact that it's white media that's highlighting this travesty lets you know why Tyler Perry is very dangerous for the war against Black people. Now watch this. Watch this. Listen to this excerpt. Tyler Perry won't be having the talk with his son anytime soon because despite increased racial tensions in the country, he doesn't want a 7-year-old to think about those issues. Not yet. Vicki, stop. Don't scream. Just keep reading. Tyler opened up about this critical parenting decision. Y'all listen to who he first revealed this to. Tyler opened up about this critical parenting decision during an interview with AARP. Now, y'all know AARP is for people that's 50 years and older, and Tyler Perry is older than 50. And you all know a whole lot of elderly white people also get that AARP publication, right? Y'all better pay attention to why this thing is going viral amongst white people. And yes, Tyler, it says he's over 50, where he said he wants to wait as long as possible to talk about Amon, to talk to Amon about race, as his son, and racism in the world. He explained, I don't want to tell him that there are people who will judge him because of the color of his skin. Because right now, he's in a school with every race, and all these kids are in their purest form. When he describes his friends, he never defines them by race. Somebody tell him he needs to get off of whatever it is that they done put in him. No wonder he keeps creating these Madea characteristics. You done lost your mind. Going in and out of genders and realms and mindsets with your confused self. Let me ask you parents out there something. If you were in the kitchen cooking, mom, or dad for that matter, or dad, you outside cutting the grass, and you've got the little one outside with you outside, mom, you cooking. Y'all know I always like to use fried chicken as a sample. Black to me, like a lump. Like it or lump it. Let's say mama cooking some fried chicken. The grease is hot and stuff. And the chicken, she accidentally, let's just say that the skillet gets stuck on her apron. And it pulls the hot grease off the stove. And she knows that her baby's there. Her immediate reaction is to scream to tell her baby to get back just to make sure that the baby doesn't get burned by the hot grease. Will she warn the baby to stay far away from the kitchen in the first place before she even cooks? Will she scream and say, get back, baby, because she senses danger? Dad, when you outside cutting the grass, if men still do that, I hope it's at least a couple, 3 of y'all that do. God, today. You out there with the babies, and you realize that your toddler's getting ready to run out in the street, and you see an 18-wheeler just happen to come by the house. Dad, are you all going to warn the little one not to go outside the gate in the fence? Talk black to me, somebody. The point is, when there is a life and death situation, when there is danger, you teach your child in advance. Why? So as to save their life. Mama, daddy, grandmama, granddaddy, auntie, uncle, neighbor, sister, brother, when you don't, you are derelict, and you show that you are dangerous to that child. It shows that you don't value their life to have enough foresight to prepare them for danger. Talk black to me. You funny looking, black looking people that's out there acting like you little mini Christ and that you so forgiving and you so holy. You are not delusional. You are what we call a liar. Tyler Perry is not some father that believes in a pipe dream. Tyler Perry is not even delusional. Don't give him the respect of calling him delusional. You are dangerous. And let me tell you something. Some of you don't ever like to talk about the realities of white supremacy and anti-black racism. Just because you don't want to be in a war. Come here real quick. Come here. Come here, baby. Come closer with your sister with the curly braids. Come close. Come close to the screen. Come here. Come here, baby. Just because you don't want to be in a war doesn't mean you're not in one. Those bullets that's going behind, beside your left and right ear, that bullet that just barely dodged your hairline, means you're in a war whether you want to or not. The fact that weapons are being formed against you, launched against you, means you're in a war whether you want to be in one or not. If you are driving your car and you see someone is driving erratic and they're about to hit you, you swerve. Whether you was expecting them to do that or not. Is that right, family? You react, you respond, regardless of whether you was just thinking that you was going to dodge a car accident before you left the house. You are the reason why we are 500 years behind. You are not moral. You are not upstanding people. You are liars. As the great Dr. Maya Angelou taught us, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. And it doesn't matter if those demons that show you who they are the first time gets mad at you, lie on you, slander you, defame you, put out misinformation, cut information, chop up information, leave out important missing information. When they show you the devils that they surely are, God, today, you act like it. For at least 467 years, our open enemy has been doing what they've always been doing, setting us on fire, lynching, murdering us, dismembering us, having an absolute disregard for Black lives. And you still asking the same dumb questions. Dear family, it's not any longer, the question is no longer what's wrong with them. Not after 500 years. When a bear and a lion and a tiger shows you their nature, you don't sit there and negotiate the nature of a lion. You leave him outside in the jungle. Talk black to me, somebody. Listen to the rest of this article. What Tyler said, funny looking self. Again, he's telling AARP, a publication that's for older people. But you know there's a whole lot of older white people that watch that show, right? Everybody hit that thumbs up button, please. Share, share, share. You all know that YouTube has strongly censored me. Hardly ever do my notifications go out when I'm going live. And you all know that I'm building my show from the ground up, but that's okay. This is not the only platform I'm on. This is not the only place where I put out content, but I want you to still share nonetheless, okay? Thumbs up, share, 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 family. Listen. He explained, I don't want to tell him that there are people who will judge him because of the color of his skin, because right now he's in a school with every race and all these kids are in their purest form. When he describes his friends, he never defines them by race. This fool. When Dylan Roof, the white boy, came to Mother Emanuel's church, he came smiling, acting like he wanted to join the church in the Bible study. Did he not, family? He sat there and engaged for a while in the services. And some of the survivors gave their accounts of it. So when Tyler uses his little itty bitty, titty bitty, somebody put some peanuts in the chat. When he put his little peanut brain, little walnut nut, talking about how his friends are in their purest form. What? I'm about to do a Jay-Z up in this song. I mean, this piece. I won't say the word, but what? Ninja who? Ninja what? Ninja who? What are you talking about, silly? His friends in their purest form. The majority of the terrorists that are in schools are young white boys who play and laugh with all the kids for all of those months and years, and then one day they blow their heads off and their teachers. What is this Wally Walnut talking about? The kids in their purest form. Would you say that about a lion that didn't immediately attack you? When you see a lion some blocks or some miles away, grazing, because he's not acting wild and violent, you don't just say, oh, he's so fabulous. He would never be violent. Is that what you say at the zoo? Oh, it's just so pure. The tiger is so pure in form. The lion is so pure. and nonviolent. Because he's grazing food. You caught him grazing. You caught him eating some grass. You caught the animal in a nonviolent form, so you rendered it nonviolent and safe? No, dummy. You will still take precautions. Because you want to save your child's life. You are not upstanding. I'm ripping off these masks of you that think you moral and righteous. You are dangerous, and you are setting up not just your son, but the Black nation for wholesale murder. You make us a prey. You make us vulnerable to the enemy with your juicy, weak self. He goes on saying the talk is all Black American families, this article. The talk is all Black American families know it, has been a big topic in society in the wake of George Floyd's 2020 murder. So Tyler's approach is interesting. The sad fact is most Black children can't be shielded from the harsh reality of racism, but Tyler would be the first to say he's in an extremely fortunate position. He says, quote, listen to this fool. The moment Amon loses that innocence, it's going to be a very, very sad day for me. But he acknowledged the day will come eventually, since his son is already asking tough questions. More than anything, Tyler says he wants to have the talk so his son will not tolerate injustice and work to make change in the world. You are such a juicy, dewy, peanut, wally, walnut, funny looking self. Do you know the things that your children are picking up subconsciously? Exactly. That's exactly why Oprah loves him. And I'm about to induct him into my LOM society, the League of Mammies. Such a prestigious title coming from me, Tyler. You enrolling about the only ones that's been qualifying other than other for real females. Don't forget, it was Tyler's funny looking self, according to Snoop. Snoop said it was Tyler Perry, Van Jones, and it was somebody else that Snoop said was the ones that called Snoop to tell him to apologize to Gail. With your juicy, dewy, dangerous self. You're juicy, you're dewy, and you're dangerous. JDD. Dangerous. More than that, let me ask y'all a quick question. I got to run. Let me ask you something. When we think about George Lester Jackson, I hope y'all know who he is. When we think about George Jackson, our brother who's an author and an activist, he was serving an indeterminate sentence, allegedly for armed robbery of a gas station in 1961. He became involved in revolutionary activity and co-founded the prison gang Black Guerrilla Family. Y'all need to study him. Do you all know George Jackson, when he died, I think he was 29, 30. He was really young. Some of y'all forget, and Tyler's funny looking self, I love to quote Dr. King. Y'all forget Dr. King had accomplished all this stuff and was assassinated by the age of 39. If I haven't mistaken, I think Malcolm X's number was about the same when they took him out. George Jackson's brother, Jonathan Jackson, was 17 years old when he came to free his brother and take some folks kidnapped to get his brother out and some others. His brother was 17 years of age. How old were some of our other Black revolutionaries? And if you look at the flip side of that, modern day, as I mentioned earlier, how old was Dylan Roof when he entered Mother Emanuel's church? Talk Black to me, somebody. How old was this Ethan Crumbley? Y'all remember not too long ago that shooting in Michigan? He was 15, wasn't he? Let me pull his picture up. Look Crumbley, just like his name. The booking photo released by the Oakland County, Michigan Sheriff's Office shows Ethan Crumbley, 15, who's charged as an adult with the murder and terrorism for a shooting that killed 4 fellow students and injured more at Oxford High School in Oxford, Michigan. How old was Kyle Rittenhouse, family? Put that little crusty, dusty, white supremacist terrorist names in the chat. Kyle Howard Rittenhouse is an American known for shooting 3 men, 2 fatally. He killed 2, shot 3 during the civil unrest, it says, in Kenosha, Wisconsin in August 2020, when he was 17 years old. I can't keep up with all the young boy killers. Their parents are starting as babies. And when we look at some of their mamas, like Kyle Rittenhouse mamas, remember, she was a devil, wasn't she? That Karen was some kind of wicked and wild. That boy got that from his mom and dad in them. Ostensibly. You are why our people are in the condition that we're in. The white supremacist is training their children literally for war against us. And you are training your babies to be their prey. And we are here to let you know we want no parts of that. Shame on Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, some of the reasons why they elevate him and promote him is because they know he's weak. Bro, you weak. You're weak, son. You're no threat to white supremacy. And in your little pea brain mind, you think you powerful. To where you call up Snoop and tell him to apologize to Kale King. Yes, I said Kale King. Your juicy self. This is the reason why the agenda is not only to outright murder black men, it's to make you docile through a non-kill strategy. So when they got you smoking all this weed and out your mind, when they got you doing stuff that you're still alive, but you're really a dead man walking. Because when your people are threatened, when there's danger, you won't rise to the occasion to even save your own life under the most just of circumstances. And you know, Vicki never teaches you to be the aggressor, to be irresponsible. Darnell, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. You all are very dangerous. And it's the very reason these white media outlets are talking about this story. Because when the white media outlets talk about the story, they're signaling to their to their white audiences the weakness of the prey, that they're still safe and they have nothing to worry about in the midst of open warfare against us. They like these kind of stories because they're saying they're still dead. And they're letting them also know who they can conscript, draft into their white supremacy war to convince us to do and to be the same. But baby, there's a group of us. There's enough of us that could never. I gotta go. It's so much more that I could say about this, but don't you forget, the young black revolutionaries of old were very young. But your modern killer terrorists are teenage boys mostly. The white generation have clearly signaled to their own what's up. And some of your black elders are setting you up for the slaughter. Not on my watch. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in to my new weekly show here on my own channel at Vicki Dillard TV on YouTube or VickiDillard.tv. Again, the notifications have not gone out, so please be sure to share, and thumbs up. Of course, we'll be putting some of these clips up on some of my other platforms. Also, be sure to subscribe to my podcast, yay, called On Purpose with Vicki. We've relaunched it. I'm so excited. We're going to be having more and more yummy content up. They just put up some more content from my groundbreaking interview with Bill Cosby's amazing mastermind PR strategist, Mr. Andrew Wyatt. You don't want to miss that. It is so, so yummy. All of the clips And I'm so excited about the amazing response that we have been getting from that interview. We did the full interview here on YouTube, but we put it up on other social media platforms, clips. You don't want to miss that. So be sure to subscribe to my podcast, On Purpose with Vicki Dillard. On Purpose with Vicki Dillard on Google, Apple, and Spotify. You can just put On Purpose with Vicki Dillard in the search engine and all three will come up. So subscribe to Google, to Spotify, to Apple, and help our audio podcast grow. Thank you so very much. Don't forget about this Sunday, family. Black media, me being a member of independent Black media, me being a part of the Black grassroots media, means that I give you inspiration and information that's not just one-dimensional. So that it includes medical information that comes from professionals. An actual Black virologist with 6 degrees. You don't want to miss it this Sunday. It's extremely affordable, only $40-some. Go right now to VickiPlanet.com. My website is posted is pinned at the top. Go to the store and get your seat today for this Sunday. You do not want to miss this private underground conversation. I've done 3. You all know I've had Brother Rizza Islam back to back with me before. I have different perspective on this issue, but you don't want to miss his insight. Our brother was actually in the jungle dealing with Ebola and some other stuff. Like he said to me before, he's not some plastic surgeon talking about this. He's an expert on this. This is so good. SM5981 says, by the way, thank you for your gift. As someone who works in the educational system myself, this is the age and the time when it needs to be taught the most. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much more I can say, but I got to run. I love you so much. Thumbs up, share this broadcast. I'm your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard. I can't wait to see you again.